Jack O fights by summoning servants. Take control of the ever-changing battlefield as you go on the offense. Summon servant.
All right, let's look at this again. Actually, I'll just watch it all the way through and then we'll break it down.
Take control of the ever-changing battlefield as you go on the offense.
Damn, she looks kind of nuts. What the
Summon
fuck?
This move summons a servant. Servant gauge is required to summon them.
Oh! I'm sorry.
You can use servants as projectiles by hitting them with an attack. Servants disappear either when an opponent's attack hits them or after a set period of time. Pick up servant. This move picks up a nearby servant. You cannot block.
That's a cute animation.
Servant, but you can dash backwards.
Oh. I know Ramlethal can punish that.
This move throws a servant forward that you've picked up. The servant becomes a projectile once thrown, moving forward in a curved line. Release servant.
This character looks tight.
This move releases a servant you've picked up. Once released, the servant falls to the ground at your location.
Now I can't wait for the patch. Oh, I can't wait.
You can use a servant to start your offense by hitting them with an aerial attack after releasing them in the air.
I should be on Guilty.
Recover. This move collects all servants that are currently summoned.
Oh?
The servant gauge refills once they've been recalled.
No kidding.
Servant gauge is required to activate this move.
Oh, it's like Zato.
Attack command. This move causes all currently summoned servants to attack.
She does sound
As it
complex.
launches the opponent on hit, you can follow up with a combo. It also works well as a poke or in setups due to its fast startup and recovery. Servant gauge is required to activate this move. Defend command. This move creates a barrier around all servants currently summoned. When the opponent attacks a servant with their barrier up, it causes the opponent to crumple. This works well against opponents who try to get rid of servants by attacking them. You can follow up with Forever Elysion Driver while the opponent is stunned. Servant gauge is required to activate this move.
That was her super!
Countdown.
Everyone thought that was her grab.
This
That's her
move causes
super.
all currently summoned servants to explode.
Dang, we got mixed.
The servants vanish after the explosion, but it causes heavy damage. It takes time before
How
the
much heavy
explosion goes
damage?
off, so buy some time with Jack O's normal attacks. Servant
Bruh?
gauge is required to activate this move.
Oh, no.
Servant shoot. An attack that hits in front of Jack O. By hitting servants with this move, you can send them flying far off.
That move's tight. I like that move.
Long range.
Yeah, there's something about just watching her kick the fuck out of them that's kind of cool. I like it.
Forever Elysion Driver. An extremely damaging throw. This move can be used in combos or to interrupt your opponent's
Yeah, that's a lot of
offense
damage.
due to the invincibility on startup.
Oh,
Be careful
no.
with this move, as it whiffs unless you are extremely close to the opponent.
Oh, yeah, it's a command grab, I guess.
Cheer Servant on. This move grants a temporary buff to servants.
Oh?
The slash version makes servants invincible, meaning they no longer
What?
disappear when the opponent attacks them.
That's so cool.
The heavy slash version makes the servant gauge recover very quickly, making it possible to launch a combination offense together with your servants.
Oh,
Servants you
no.
summon to create an opportunity to attack. You can mix the opponent up with her dust attack.
No.
Once you're in close range.
Oh, no.
If your opponent tries to prevent you from summoning servants, use standing kick or far standing slash.
Oh,
as
my
pokes.
God.
Her sweep is also easy to use and has a lot of active frames. Her aerial dust attack can keep the opponent from approaching too. Once you have control of the field, use Cheer Servant on and move in to overwhelm the opponent. Thank you for watching.
Oh, my God. All right, we got to break this down. There's a lot I wanted to say here. Oh, my God. All right, first thoughts. This character's tight. This character's pretty cool. Yeah, this character's pretty cool. I like her. I like that every new character we've gotten has some unique form of meter. Have we noticed that? First off, every new character is pretty complex. And every new character we've gotten, their gameplay looks tight. They're very varied from each other. And they have their own special meter, special resource. That's sick. There's a lot to
Jack
unpack
O
here.
fights by summoning servants. Take control of the ever-changing battlefield as you go on the offense.
Okay, so she is. This is my kind of. She is all about oppression. Obviously, she has to manage her shit. So they kept the this move looks sick. So they kept the management. They kept the micromanagement of the character, but they got rid of the houses. Which honestly, this is so much cooler than stupid ass houses.
Fights by summoning servants. Take control of the ever-changing battlefield as you go on the offense. Summon Servant. This move summons a servant. Servant gauge is required to summon them.
Servant
You can
gauge.
use servants as projectiles by hitting them with an attack. Servants disappear.
How fast does this fill up?
You can use servants as
Oh, and then I
servant
see.
gauge.
So do you start off with
This
full?
move
You do.
summons a servant.
Okay.
Servant gauge is required to
I
summon
see.
them.
I see. I see. I
You can
see.
use servants as
Damn! It looks like the lower you
This move
go.
summons a servant. Servant gauge is required to summon them. You can use servants.
It feels
as
like it's hard to
projectiles
tap into
by
that
hitting
third
them with an
bar.
attack.
Feels like that's quite
Servants
difficult.
disappear either when an opponent's attack hits them or after a set period of time.
Okay. So they don't disappear. They only disappear if they're hit. Which means that she's going to struggle. It's weird that she's going to be like... I guess she's not a zoner. But she's going to struggle against zoners. Like, she's going to have a hard time against, like, Kai. Ramlethal will be pretty good against her, too. Because if you notice, the way her minions line up, you could just send S-Sword and just one-shot all of these. Very easily. As she's placing them, they all line up.
Pick up servant.
They line up perfectly to
This
get
move
to get
picks up
skewered.
nearby servant.
Skewer her
Cannot
minions.
block while lifting the servant, but you can.
This is also something that's very punishable. So these are always lined up to die to S sword. And then she can't block when she's doing this. So if she ever wants to get this going, you just gotta toss one sword at her and then she's done.
Dash backwards.
Also, H... honestly, you have numerous ways to deal with this. You can also just swing H sword and you can knock out a couple of them. She would have to use... wonder if she blocks with it, if it'll crumple you. If she uses that move, absolutely. I wonder if I throw the sword, if it'll crumple. But if I swing with H, I mean, obviously. But I don't know. I don't know about throwing it, right? Who knows?
This move throws a servant forward.
That's
that
interesting.
you
That's a good
picked
question.
up. The
I
servant
think she looks
becomes a
really cool.
projectile once thrown, moving
She looks
forward
like... I love all of her
and
animations and everything as well.
Release servant. This move releases a servant you've picked up. Once released,
The
servant
sound is
falls
super
to the
cute.
ground.
I love the sound.
Releases a servant you've picked up. Once released,
Godlike.
the servant falls to the ground at your location. You can use a servant to start your offense by hitting them with an aerial attack after releasing them in the air.
Yo, hold on. That combo,
By
right?
hitting them with an aerial attack after releasing them in the
No, it did. Wait, did it?
air.
Hold on. What was that?
To start
What
your
kind of weird ass property? You saw that? It looked like the combo fell off. Maybe, no, I think she just restarted it that fast, right? It has to be what it was. Because it goes, it fades away. Yeah, once the beat is there, the combo's
to
done.
release
Okay, and then and because it's immediately 2 hits. That was a little bit hard to tell. Okay. So that was mixed then. He got mixed there. So that's not
use a
real.
servant to start your offense by hitting them with an aerial attack
And then, I mean, she got the Oki, and then she jumped to get the servant.
after release.
And then empty low while the servant is... Okay, so it's like Eno no, but even more obnoxious. We still haven't seen the inner with the good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we haven't.
Recover.
We have not.
This move
Which is shitty because they even had Ramlethal on the screen towards the end of this video and they didn't show it, but that's
collects
fine.
all servants.
I'm
that
okay
are
figuring that out for
currently
myself.
summoned. The servant gauge refills once the
This, I mean, if you think about it, this is her house mechanic right here. She is, you know, her body's a temple, you know. She is her house, right? She's the house. So the management is still there. It's just not as cluttered, which is really smart. Just bring it back to her.
called. Servant gauge is required to activate this.
And it brings all of them back at once. So you know what? If I wanted to, I'll have to cut that out. If I wanted to if I wanted to skewer her minions, she could recover. How fast does this come out?
once they've been recalled.
That's really
Servant
quick.
gauge is required to activate this move.
That's incredibly quick.
Attack command. This move causes all currently summoned servants to attack.
Oh, wait.
This move causes all currently
I didn't realize. Oh, she'll be able to make combos off of this. And she'll be able to put that right in a string. She'll be able to, you realize that. She'll be able to do normals and then cancel her final normal into the 214K. And then that'll make the minions attack, which she'll then be able to combo off of. Oh my god.
As the opponent on hit, you can follow up with a combo.
Yeah.
It also works well as a poke.
Oh my god.
Due to its fast startup and recovery.
Right, because it was about them leveling up, but now it's all about the meter. It's all about her managing the meter and retaining it.
Servant gauge.
Oh, hey, look at this.
Due to its fast startup and recovery.
Look at how slow her gauge refills under certain situations. Is that only when she's holding the minion? Look how slow it fills up when it's at the bottom. So it's hard to get it to the third bar, but once it's at the third bar, it creeps up. Like once it's there, it goes really fast.
Defend command.
That's crazy.
This move creates a barrier around all servants currently summoned.
Now, this is essentially like a parry. This isn't really a block. It's a parry. Which means that she has to time it. Now, it looks like she can kind of spam it, but Jacko's going to have to be kind of woke to use this on you the right way. But then she could also just unsummon, right?
When the opponent attacks a servant with their barrier up, it causes the opponent to crumple. This works well against opponents who...
Oh my god. I'm thinking about if she has 3 minions and she has all the minions all over you and she's just like, okay, she can do that in pressure, right? She can be pressuring your block string and then you go to like counter her at the end. Her minions are all over you and you just get crumpled and then she starts her offense again. That's scary. Oh, it takes meter. How much meter does it take?
It causes the opponent to...
That wasn't very much.
When the opponent attacks a servant with their barrier up,
it takes all your gray. So if your meter is recharging and you do that, it kills all your essential gray health. You know, there's going to be so much nuance to this meter system of hers.
Causes the opponent to crumple.
Okay.
This works well against opponents who try to get rid of servants by attacking them.
That is OD, man.
Holy
shit. Oh, no!
Servant.
What? Oh, that is so disgusting in a way. That is
required to activate this move.
That's extremely disgusting that she can do that. That's really cool, but that's disgusting.
This move causes all currently summoned servants to explode.
This is cool too.
The servants vanish after the explosion.
Oh, look. When she's doing the countdown, she doesn't get meter. She gets 0 meter while her minions are counting down.
To explode.
So yeah, depending all of her, I'm assuming based off this, I was thinking it before, but now I'm pretty much certain. Whenever she inputs something, she suffers a meter penalty, right? Depending on how good the move is, she'll suffer a meter penalty.
The servants vanish after the explosion, but it causes heavy...
So that means that when she's holding the minions, she's under meter penalty. If she's kicking the minions, she's under meter penalty. Everything she does. So whenever she's just standing there, it still recharges extremely fast.
Damage. Okay. It takes time before the explosion goes off, so buy some time with Jack O's normal attacks. Servant gauge is required.
That's important to note. She can, while she's holding a minion, she can input commands. She can input other commands. Also, you'll be able to play her with mask on, mask off. There's no stance switching like people thought there would be. But she can do this while she's holding minions.
Required to activate this move.
It's quite strong.
Servant shoot.
She looks really cool, honestly.
Hits in front of Jack O.
Yeah, it's finally out, Felix.
By hitting servants with this move,
yeah, she can parry multiple plays.
This works well as a poke.
It's so cool because there's going to be so much nuance to positioning your minions. Like, Jackos are going to have, like, a different setup for, like, every hour of the day, you know? Like, they're going to be like, well, if I kick my minion here, have one minion up here, and then I do this string, and then you block it, I get free super, and you know what I mean?
Range.
That's very cool.
Can be canceled into some special moves.
Servant shoot.
Forever Elysion Driver. An extremely...
I can't believe it's invincible in startup either.
This move can be used in combos or to interrupt your opponent's...
Everyone thought she would have a... but it's good because everyone thought this was going to be her command grab. This character did not need a command grab. I mean, she has everything else, but she did not need a command grab. An invincible super, I'm okay with dealing with that because if she has no meter, which if she's playing Jacko, she's probably going to be burning that meter... you know, she can be spending that cash.
Due to the invincibility on startup.
And it's a grab. That's so good.
Be careful with this move, as it whiffs unless you are extremely close to the opponent.
So that's important to note. It can whiff. which means that it's going to be very baitable. It's going to be very, very baitable. Because you don't even have to do conventional, oh, I got to block this safely. Just a little bit of spacing. And then she'll be in counter hit state and you can blow her up. They should have showed the whiff animation, but I guess they wouldn't show that.
This move grants a temporary buff to servants.
That shit's sick.
The slash version makes servants invincible, meaning they no longer disappear when the opponent...
Oh, man, dude. And then on top of that, then you can input... Oh, that's so dirty,
attacks
man.
them. The heavy slash
just
version
corner that.
makes
Yeah,
the
just
servant
corner them. Throw that shit. GG. With this, too. Get the minions on him. Make him invincible. GG. You better not press a button. You're going to get souped.
recover very quickly.
It's different meter.
Making it possible to launch a combination offense
This
together
is
with your
so...
servants.
That's so much
Good use of the
damage.
servants you summon to create an opportunity to attack. You can mix the opponent
Oh
up with
my
your
god.
best
She threw the
attack.
minion. She can throw the minion behind you. Dude, she's a better Zato than Zato. She's a better Faust than Faust.
Or throw once you're in close range. If your opponent tries to prevent you from summoning servants, use range.
Is that crouching animation?
If your opponent tries to prevent
Bless up.
you from summoning servants, use standing kick.
Her halo's on her ass.
Standing slash as pokes.
Her halo literally moves. How did I not notice that sooner?
Use standing kick or
Oh,
if your opponent tries to prevent you
bruh, her halo sits on her ass. Oh
from summoning servants,
This character.
use standing kick.
It's
or
just her
standing
off balance,
slash
flailing
as
her arms in
pokes.
front of her. Okay.
Her sweep is also easy to use and has a lot of active frame.
I wonder what they mean when they say her sweep. I wonder. I would need to look back and see if her sweep is shown at any time in the video.
Her aerial dust attack can keep the opponent from approaching too.
You probably can.
Once you have
Yeah, you
control
probably
of the
can.
field, use Cheer Servant on and move in to overwhelm the opponent. Thank you for watching.
I mean, she looks exciting. I'm very much looking forward to seeing what people do with her. On closer inspection, seeing how deep this character is, and seeing what kind of buffs I got, and seeing how cool Kai looks. I don't think I'll have time to actually dive into Jacko, but I'm looking forward to seeing what people do with her. This is going to be a very interesting character that's going to make you make very interesting decisions. So I welcome